Let's start with the reading, Pisces. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Keep in mind that the energies do go both ways, especially for cross-watchers. Feel free to interpret the messages in their direction as it best resonate with your own personal situation. Also, I am selecting people for free personal readings. Keep watching to know how to get selected. Now, let's see what messages we have for you today. Okay, interesting. There is definitely a very important transition here. Something that potentially is going to change the whole landscape around you, and something that is going to free you up from something. Of course, the energy at the bottom of the deck is death, rebirth. And this explains that actually. There is something right here, Pisces, which you will have the possibility to transform and to make it in a way that it's going to bring you happiness. Right here, you definitely have that potential to change the way the energies are flowing into this environment right now. And overall, it feels like luck is going to be on your side for a specific situation, which up to this point maybe has been very hard for you, or definitely something that you have been thinking about and you have been not happy with. So right here, we see immediately in the middle of the reading, the very core of the situation, and perhaps the most important message that we'll see today. There is something right here which perhaps you are not able to let go of. As I said in the beginning, energies go both ways. This could be you or someone who's thinking about you. Overall, this person is still very much attached to this lover's energy, an energy that talks about two people who really feel made for each other. Even when things are not working out, when issues are coming up on the surface, there is still some sort of connection right there that transcends every potential issue, every obstacle that you might find along the way. And that type of connection is so special that once you get to experience it, it's hard to just let it go. It's hard to just move on from it because it's something so powerful and often actually very rare that whoever experienced it thinks that they cannot find it. They won't be able to find it anywhere else. Right here, I see that this has become also, in a way, your identity. Sometimes, and I know that it might be hard to understand, but it's definitely true. Sometimes our struggles and our fights become part of who we are, become part of our identity. And we forget that we can actually just get rid of all of it and we can move on, trying to find something better. But right here, I see someone who's having a hard time letting go because that fight, that struggle became part of who they are. It gives them purpose in a way without them even knowing it. And so sometimes I see it very often, not just in tarot readings, but also in the people around me. We tend to keep those type of situations that give us struggle and friction just because we are used to it. It's very easy to get used to pain, and we just internalize it, we push it down, and eventually becomes part of us. And that's what I see here. Something that it's hard to let go because it became part of this person who's having a hard time to let it go. Overall, here we see a connection that is still alive. It's still here. And for good reasons or bad reasons, it's still very powerful, and it's not going to go anywhere right now, at least. But your focus is this Eight of Cups, and you want to overall walk away from negativity, whether that negativity comes from your thoughts, from the way you feel, or from what this person says or does. You just want to let go. You want to start all over and walk towards the sun, towards happiness overall. And the most beautiful thing here is that in the hidden energies, that's exactly what you have, the sun energy, and we will get to it in a second. Right now, we see how maybe you're trying to pull back. You're trying to let this person know that you're not available anymore, that you're not going to be there regardless of what they do, or regardless of the fact that maybe they have disappeared or they're not trying anymore. There is something here which is sinking, one of these cups. And that's really a symbol of someone who's not just letting go, but who is destroying everything, not wanting to go back to it one day and maybe make it work again. This is someone who truly lets go, and you are trying to get through this energy, and you're trying to just overall be this Eight of Cups, because regardless of the fact that this might hurt or not, you're ready to be happy, Pisces, and you're just ready to find that love and find that stability once again into your life. We see in the past position the King of Wands, and so obviously this is not an easy thing to do, right? You've had a lot of plans with this person. Your vision was really clear on what the two of you could have achieved, and you see this lion, this fire, all the passion in this card is clearly talking about something that you felt, again, passionate about, and something that maybe was so bright that light blinded you a little bit, didn't make you see certain things that maybe were going on and you should have seen and done something about it. This person is a player. They really know how to move into these situations. And you know what sucks? That if you just look at them, they don't seem like a player. They don't feel like a player. But deep down, you realize that you were dealing with the King of Wands, and with the negative side, perhaps, of the King of Wands. Someone overconfident, that thinks that they never need anyone, that they always want to be in control, and that they definitely value control over love, over just giving to the person that you love, and transparency, being honest, you know? In fact, here we see this moon energy, which talks about a lot of confusion overall in the situation, a lot of illusions as well, so close to the King of Wands. But the moon is showing up in your strength position, which means that right now, because of how confusing this person was and how confusing the overall situation is still right now, this is something that you have to use in your favor. You have to use it as fuel to move away from this. Now, we see that I still don't feel like it's over, but we will see what's coming towards you. We go from the moon to the sun, in fact. But overall here, take all that frustration, take all of that, all of those fears, all of that sadness, if you're experiencing sadness, and just make it work in your favor. You know, this is really key, always being able to make the best out of anything that comes your way in terms of energies, people, situations. That's always the best thing that you can do, because it keeps you in control of your life, in control of yourself. And there is nothing better than that, because you know that you can provide yourself all the happiness and anything that you want, regardless of what comes towards you. I see right here with the Magician, in fact, that you can do that. You have that power within you, Pisces, and celebrate it. Use it, because not a lot of people have it. The Magician is someone who has the ability to play with the alchemy of the universe. You can take coal and make it gold here. You can do whatever you want. You have that sort of power, especially in this moment in time. The universe is definitely behind you right now. And there is something right here which is helping you getting at the end of this tunnel. You've been spending way too much time into this tunnel, into this energy, into this situation. It's really time for you to find happiness. And I do believe that this is a sort of realization for you. The fact that sometimes we hold on to the things that don't make us happy because they become part of our identity. And we are afraid that by letting them go, we lose ourselves. We lose our purpose even. But you Pisces are way more than this struggle right here. You have great potential in you and it's coming up. You right here with death, rebirth, and the sun, you definitely have the power here to bring a huge change into your life, and something or someone is actually coming your way. In a way, right here, as you see, you're walking away from something, right? Heading towards the sun. And once you get there, there is someone waiting for you, which I don't know yet if it's going to be this person, maybe having also a realization, or someone new, someone who's going to really see you for who you are. Look at this sun, this light that brings transparency. It brings honesty. And it's always something very important in any sort of relationship, regardless of the nature of that connection. And so it looks like after this realization, something is going to come to you as a reward, something that you have been wanting and struggling for, perhaps. It's going to be right there. You thought that maybe you had to wait there and see this element coming towards you, but you realize that you have to walk on your own legs and you have to use every tool that you have in order to be happy today. Not 10 years from now, you know? And as soon as you do that, this is your reward. And I'm really curious to understand what this is going to be in order to understand how the situation is going to transform for you. We already have the sun, so we already know that it's going to be major happiness and also a very long-term cycle starting from here. And so let's see what that cycle is going to be about. I want to see what are you going to find when you get to the sun energy, which is in your hidden position and coming towards you. Let's see what this is going to be about, how it's going to transform your life in the near and distant future. And let's see who this person is, who is right here waiting for you to get to this point so that you can start or keep actually walking together from that moment on. Let's see what this energy is about and how your life is going to change in the future. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Pisces, just follow me in the extended video link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers that have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Pisces. Definitely a very important realization, something that can truly change your life. And what's the most beautiful thing here is that you understand and realize, in fact, how your happiness fully depends on you. And often, I am the first one guilty of that. We think that because of someone else's actions, words, our happiness is going to be impacted by it. But although it's hard to do, you have to be happy in order to be happy. And I hope that makes sense. Happiness has to start from within you. It cannot be depending on someone else's energy, someone external from you. That's not happiness. That's validation. That's a different type of energy that sometimes is mistaken by happiness. But right here, I see you having a very important realization, and that is going to take you towards the type of outcome that you have always wanted. And so I'm really curious to see what that sun is about, because within that card, we see your future. We see this transformation that right now seems major. Keep in mind that with death rebirth, you're letting go of something in order to make room of something else. And what's coming towards you, it's much better than the situation that you were holding on up to this point. So let's see what this sun is about. Let's see what's coming towards you, and then we will see how it's going to impact your near and distant future. Of course, talking of rewards, huh? Oh, wow. I cannot believe that you got the star as well. And Seven of Cups. Actually, a very important message right here. Look at this. So, I definitely see a major change into the dynamic.